Hello everyone. In this module, we will go through a topic called as building a winning cooperation. Now, what is a cooperative attitude? A cooperative attitude is performance power, and a cooperative attitude is critical to building strong, sustainable teams. A cooperative attitude is a mental model. It influences a person's desire and willingness to cooperate and produce an emotional response. We know that when teams are engaged by their leadership in a cooperative environment, not only is there an increase in employee morale, but increased productivity and improved safety and quality with fewer incidents of errors and rework. Winning cooperation. For an organization to run smoothly and meet its goals, it is important to foster a work environment that supports collaboration among colleagues. Unfortunately, for most organizations, this does not occur naturally, and thus you must make an effort and take steps to help build and sustain a cooperative work environment. There are many activities and steps that the leadership along with the employees can take to help improve collaborative relationships. Teamwork must become part of the culture. Provide team with the resources they need to work together. Train employees and encourage ongoing learning. Encourage people to socialize outside of work. Clarifying roles and setting expectations. Review individuals' talents. Resolve team conflicts quickly. Let us understand each of these points in little more detail. When I say teamwork must become part of your culture, for co-workers to successfully collaborate, the leadership within the firm must work to make collaboration one of the key values of the enterprise. Employees must see that the leadership within the firm works together as a team to accomplish goals. Also, the company's leadership must award team publicly when they are successful at work together to achieve their objectives. Teamwork must become a part of your culture. To truly improve collaboration, leaders must provide an environment where employees are not afraid to share their ideas. Leaders must create a culture where the exchange of ideas is encouraged and rewarded. Teamwork and collaboration must be central theme of the mission statement to improve collaboration. Provide teams with the resources they need to work together. To make improvements with communication, the organization must provide the necessary resources to the teams. This includes comfortable workspaces where the teams can work together. If the teams are spread out among different locations, then the organization must provide the resource that they allow the teams to work together remotely, such as video conferencing. Finally, the organization should be providing an online collaboration portal for its employees to use for communication. There are many online tools such as Slack that allow employees to communicate easily across different departments. Having the tool to communicate across departments easily is an essential instrument needed to improve collaboration. Train employees and encourage ongoing learning. Working as a collaborative team member is not a skill that everyone is born with. However, it is a skill that can be learned, which is why it is imperative the organization spends the money investing in the employees' teamwork skills. There are fantastic team building courses out there for your employees to attend. Also, there are specific skills employees need to learn to be effective collaborators. One of these skills is the ability to communicate with co-workers effectively. There are practical workshops employees can take to learn how to better communicate through public speaking. Learning public speaking skills will increase their confidence and ability to articulate points, as well as bring them closer together if the course is completed as a group. Encourage people to socialize outside of work. When employees are in the office, they are focused on the task at hand, which means there is little time for co-workers to bond on a personal level. It is vital to team collaboration for people to get to know each other outside the office. The event does not have to be significant, expensive. It could be going to the movies, having a casual lunch, or going for a drink afterward. Participating in a social event will help break down barriers in the office and will help improve collaboration, as co-workers will have built trust and feel more comfortable collaborating together. Clarifying roles and setting expectations. Organizations will find when all employees are on the same page, working collaboratively will quickly become a seamless and natural process. Making sure each employee understands not only his or her role, but the roles of the people around them will help everyone understand the big picture and how they fit into the larger puzzle. It is also imperative that the leadership set clear expectations for the team so that as employees work together, everyone is clear on which goal or objective needs to be reached. Review individuals' talents. An organization must look at every single employee's skill and place them in a setting where they can add the most value. When forming teams, for them to effectively collaborate, one must identify each individual's strengths and place them with co-workers who will complement those strengths. When each team member is the best at what their role is within the team, you will see them producing results above your expectations. Resolve team conflicts quickly. No team will ever be perfect, and it is crucial for organizations to recognize this and have a system in place to handle any conflicts that arise. The system should allow any employee to share their concerns without repercussions. Also, employees should be allowed to have put on any solution to the conflict made by the organization. Employees who know there is a system in place and are comfortable knowing the dispute will be handled fairly, will be able to return to the team in a healthy and collaborative manner. Main obstacles to cooperation. Unfortunately, sometimes barriers to working together arise. These barriers can make it difficult to work together as emotions fly and people begin to go on the defense. Look out for these 5 common roadblocks to working together to resolve a conflict. Your reaction. The first major barrier is one that is entirely up to you to control, and yet is probably among the most difficult of these to move past. The human body is designed to react. It is often difficult to engage the brain and subdue the reaction, whether it is listening to other side of ideas, the frustration of the dealing with the problem, or another reason. It is important to keep your reaction from showing. A bad reaction from you can put the other side off and act as a major barrier to cooperation. Their emotion. The next major barrier is their emotional state. The other side of the mediation may see you as an enemy. They may look at you as a hostile force. They may see you with anger and be unwilling to listen. The key here is to try to get around the emotions and try to get them to think logically on solving the problem. Emotions are important for telling us how we feel, but often prevent us from finding solutions. Their position. In mediation, the goal is to solve problem together. If one side is stuck in their position, it can make it difficult to come together and solve the problem jointly. Some parties tend to get fixated on the outcomes they see as the right outcomes rather than trying to work to a solution that fits everyone's needs. For these parties, it is a win or lose battle. The key to working through this mentality lies in getting the other side to begin to view the mediation session as an opportunity to come up with creative solutions, brainstorm new positions, and compromise rather than win-lose situation. Their dissatisfaction. The party on the other side of the table may not like the idea of working together. The other party may see this type of working out the problem during mediation as losing face. Even if you can satisfy their interests, the other side might be unable to see how they are benefited or may not want you to be able to get any benefit. The key to working past this kind of barrier is to have the opposing party be the one with the idea. Rather than simply sharing your idea, lead them to the idea and let them make it their own. It is far harder to be dissatisfied with your own solution than someone else. Their power. The power play can be a huge barrier to cooperation. When the other side sees the mediation session as an opportunity to exert their power over you, it can be difficult to work together. When mediating with the person who sees the whole mediation as a power situation, the key is to make them understand they will gain no power over you by intimidation, but may gain power in cooperation. Only then will they be willing to work together. So as we discussed, winning cooperation has the activities and steps to take help improve collaborative relationships are the 7. Teamwork must become part of your culture. Provide teams with the resources they need to work together. Train employees and encourage ongoing learning. Encourage people to socialize outside of work. Clarifying roles and setting expectations. Review individuals' talents. And the 7th one is resolve team conflicts quickly. And as we're discussing about the main obstacles for cooperation, the 5 common roadblocks to working together to resolve a conflict is: number 1, your reaction. Number 2, their emotion. Number 3, their position. Number 4, their dissatisfaction. And number 5, their power.